Some days, a jitter in my lungs. Some days, amplifier feedback building in the closing walls of my soundproof stomach. Some days, a blood-curdling scream in my gut or my throat. But it never comes out. Always oscillating so as not to be forgotten beneath my skin. A riot ensues inside my veins, and I am powerless to expel but tears. Scratches and scars and stains within show only salt water without blemish. And even then, I do not believe myself. My fortunate, fulfilled, safe self. But if a heart cries on the inside and nobody hears it, does it make a sound? Should anyone be bothered to ask? It doesn't seem important. You value my thoughts better than calling me beautiful. It's not a particularly novel concept, and pioneers before you called me smart, but none of them had really discovered the weaving landscapes in my mind. And yes, I can still surprise you by asking questions that manage to clarify your answers, but you don't round the edges of your consciousness for me. And I value your thoughts most when they are sharpest, just like I love you most when you are passionate. A thinker and a mover grow together. Put up a fight when I step out of line. I need to know that you're awake and listening. Unconditional love is not synonymous with unconditional submission. It was but a regular rainy Sunday. Pastor stood above us, whether literally or figuratively, I'm not sure, and spun God's scriptures slightly for the people to hear. None of it new. Most eyes closed and most hands raised, but at just the right angle for God to see, and most praises sung in a sea of chairs almost all occupied by mouths rather than with minds. A sea that swayed only when he made waves. And on the pedestal he borrowed from God, he said to the sea that my best friend's personhood was a sin. Heads still nodded and mouths still murmured amens, but I was burning from the inside out, and flames in my heart scorched through my stomach, and thoughts in my head screeched at my mouth. The sea swayed stronger, swept several seats with it, and I could only sit and burn. I scoured but could not find the fire's source, nor quench the fire's thirst. All the father figures and all the mother Marys and a boy my age swarmed to listen. Maybe he, like me, had been baptized in warmer water, but had forgotten to come up for air. Pastor had forgotten as well, too eager to exclaim God's love for almost everyone. That rainy Sunday as we left, I opened my mouth to protest, but only fire came out. Mama and Papa threw water at it to keep me safe. My fire survived oceans that year. I kindled a blooming blaze in my gut until moving up and away from that swarming sea of heads and mouths. But I lived near the coast, and sea spray finds me still. To swim for 17 years means a heart takes a long time to dry. A voice takes a long time to speak, but my fire is tame now, and it has sharpened my tongue, and it always keeps me warm.